Okay, so for today's deep dive, we are going to unpack a really hyper-specific piece of hardware.
Very specific.
We're focusing entirely on one single item, the NTI RACMUX-D17HR-N-SUSBHD4.
The Rackmount KVM drawer.
Exactly. And to be clear, this is not your standard desktop monitor, is it?
No, not at all. This is a fully integrated control solution. It's designed for really intense space-saving management in, say, a server room or a data center.
So we're talking about industrial efficiency, really.
That's the phrase. Our sources describe it as a single rack unit, just one RU, that packs in a 17.1-inch LCD, a full keyboard with a numeric pad, a touchpad.
And the really crucial part.
An integrated KVM switch and multiviewer.
So the mission here seems pretty clear. You need instantaneous local control over several critical machines.
But you've got almost no space.
Right. The width of a rack and the height of, what, a pizza box.
That's the one. And that simultaneous control, that's the real key. You know, that's what we need to dig into.
The integrated HDMI multiviewer.
Exactly. See, instead of relying on something like a KVM over IP system, which, can introduce latency and network issues.
Which you do not want in a crisis.
You do not. This is dedicated hardware. Zero latency. It's built to display video from 4 separate computers at the same time on that one screen.
And the display flexibility is impressive. You've got options.
A lot of options. You have your standard quad view, picture-in-picture, a dedicated full-screen mode, which is great for diagnostics.
And custom layouts, too.
And custom, so you can really tailor it. The unit itself controls up to 4 USB-enabled computers that are using HDMI or DVI outputs.
There's a little nuance with DVI, though, right?
There is, and it's important.
Yeah.
If you're integrating DVI, you need specific converters.
Yeah.
And it's not just for the video signal. It's because they let you independently switch the audio.
Which for some high-end industrial uses is a must-have.
It is. And the video quality holds up for that kind of work. We're looking at a maximum resolution of 1920 by 1200.
1920 by 1200, that's pretty sharp. You need that for reading detailed logs, for sure.
You do. Now, moving from the electrons to the metal, the durability is a huge part of what justifies this thing.
The build quality.
It's all rugged steel construction with a durable powder coat finish. It's made to be used, and used hard.
You know, one detail from the source material really jumped out at me. The torque friction hinges.
Ah, yes.
It sounds like, I don't know, a bit of jargon, but it seems important. Why are we even talking about the drawer mechanism?
Oh, because anyone who's ever worked with a cheap KVM drawer knows that pain point. The wobble, the springing.
Just slams shut?
Or it slams shut.
Yeah.
These hinges prevent all of that. In a busy, maybe vibration-heavy server room, that detail isn't about comfort. It's about reliability and preventing accidental damage.
So it's professional-grade gear.
Absolutely.
And they solve the physical constraints so neatly. It's that tight 1 RU height, but it has an adjustable rack depth from 24 inches to 40 inches.
And that's a wider range than you might think.
Yeah.
That flexibility is a major win for, say, a system admin.
Awesome.
Well, it means you can have one part number that services a huge variety of racks, older, shallow ones, modern, deep ones. It simplifies things. It locks in place when it's open, and the LCD has an auto shut-off when you close the drawer. Saves the panel life.
Okay, let's zoom out a bit and talk context. The price tag.
Right.
The MSRP is $4,230. That's a serious investment.
It is. And that price tag, it immediately tells you what this is for. It tells you this is mission-critical, high-availability hardware.
You're not just paying for the components.
No, you're paying for the durability, the redundancy, and the certifications. Speaking of which, it's CE and RoHS compliant, but the big one is that it's TAA compliant.
What does TAA compliance really mean for a piece of hardware like this?
It means it meets the Trade Agreements Act requirements. That is essential for U.S. government and military installations. It confirms this is secure, professional equipment designed for very sensitive, long-term use.
Okay, so wrapping it all up. The NTI RACMUX is a high-availability, high-resolution 4:1 KVM and monitoring solution.
Designed to fit into the smallest possible space.
While providing the most robust, dedicated control you can get.
Exactly. So it kind of leaves you with a question to think about.
For the listener.
For you, the listener. If you can instantly access 4 critical perspectives simultaneously on one stable screen, what broader implications does that immediate centralized visual control have on, say, strategic decision-making in high-stakes environments?
Like a command center or an emergency response hub.
Precisely. That ability to cut through all the data noise.
Yeah.
Well, that's something we're thinking about.